live the life and create a life that you can get excited about, not just that you can do.
Hi, my name's Devin. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. I'm Devin Dickinson, and today I want to talk to you about creating the life that you want to live. And to me, this is totally opposite of that, noble country music song, right? Because country music, they make it sound so noble. Well, I still live in that same old town that I grew up in, still have the same friends from junior high that I never liked in the first place, still drinking at that same beer on Friday or same bar on Friday night, still got the same job my papa did, and working and going to the same high school football game that I played in, and you should have seen me throw the football over the mountain. Anyways, and now I could have been a musician. But listen, we think that there's this nobility to not changing who we are, right? That somehow that's more authentic. That if you stay in your same hometown and you marry that girl that you dated in junior high, and that you still have those same old friends that treated you crappy then, they still treat you crappy now, that they don't make you any better, but you're being authentic and therefore you're being noble, and that's the way you live your life. And we think that there's some type of nobility to this and authenticity to it. And I'm going to tell you, there takes no courage to live that life. You're not living a courageous life. You're not living a bold life. You're just living the same life that was handed to you. All that you're doing is waking up every day, unwilling to change, unwilling to take a risk, unwilling to put yourself out there, unwilling to explore your dreams and your opportunities, and unwilling to grow. And I'm not telling people right now, I don't want you guys to feel guilty. If you live in your hometown and you love your hometown, good for you. But if you live in your hometown and you hate your hometown, you should be leaving, right? If you hate your career, you should be leaving. If you hate your marriage, you should work on your marriage. I'm not telling you to get divorced, right? But listen, we need to stop letting life happen to us. And I've been talking to my kids about this because, my kids, I think, are the type of people that, could go and, I was talking with one of my sons. I think he's very smart. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, someone could tell you, hey, you should be a doctor. And so you go, okay, well, guess I'll go to school and I'll do pre-med. And next thing you know, 12 years later, you're a doctor, but you never had any passion around it. You have the ability to do things, right? And so a lot of times we think just because we have the ability to do something and do it well, that's what we should do. And I told him, you have to avoid that trap, and you have to find something that you're passionate about, something that you care about, something, and live the life and create a life that you can get excited about, not just that you can do. And I think sometimes we think, well, if I can become a doctor, I guess I might as well be a doctor. Instead of well, I want to do this. I have passion around that. And we just let our life unfold. And I'm reminded of people and conversations I've had where people are like, well, I've been dating this girl or this guy for 3 years. So, I'm not getting any younger. I guess the next step to do is to get engaged and get married. Really? Do you love that person? Are you passionate? Is this who you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, yeah, I know, but I can't imagine dating, getting back into that scene or, okay, well, how about just you live a miserable life and you just marry someone that, you don't mind seeing every day because you marry them out of habit, right? Or you're in this career because you're good at it. And recently, I was just talking right before this podcast about a friend of mine who was very good at his job. Very good at his job. He's a little older than I am. I want to say he's 55. And he's been doing this career for almost 30 years. And he's excellent at his job. Everyone loves him. One day, he up and quit and walked out. Everyone was mortified. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did this. You know what? He wasn't happy with what he was earning. And you would say, well, geez, he's been doing it for 55 years. Why did he decide to change now? Because he finally had the courage and the guts to do it. And he changed. And you know what I did? I said, Good job, man. You're going to create the life that you want to create. And he decided that he just wanted to earn more money. He was good at his job. And a lot of times we think, well, I'm good at this. I'm comfortable at it, so I should just stay there. Yeah, but do you love it? Do you have passion around it? Is it meeting your needs? Are you making the kind of money you want? Is this what you want to be known for? Is this what you want to do? If not, let's think about it. Let's change. Let's have courage. Let's get creative, right? And it doesn't always mean necessarily resigning, but maybe you need to grow. Maybe you need to challenge yourself more, right? And people talk all the time like, well, I'm just not happy with my marriage, right? And so, oh, great. You know what? Devin's telling me right now that I should go and I've been married for 30 years, but I'm not fulfilled, right? Well, listen, how much work have you put into your marriage? Have you created the marriage that you want? What about your kids, right? Like you go, well, we're just not close. We live across the country. Golly gee, I sure wish they were, 10 again and I had them under my roof and those were the good old days. Well, listen, when's the last time you freaking hopped on a plane and went and saw your kids? You could have dinner with them via FaceTime every Sunday. What are you creating with your life? Stop accepting the way that the relationships that you have of your life. You might look around and go, oh my gosh, I'm 50 years old and I just realized I have no friends. My kids are gone out of the house. I have my wife. I love her or whatever, but I have no friends. Well, you think organically that friends are just going to come into your life. You have you ever heard the expression, make friends? Make friends? You want friends? Go and make friends. Be courageous. Put yourself out there. Go and create relationships. Don't allow your life to just happen to you. I grew up in Northeast Ohio. I love my roots. I love Ohio. Go Bucks, right? All of that. Like I have a ton of pride around where I came and where I grew up in. But you know what I didn't get in Ohio? I didn't get any sunshine, and I have to see sunshine. I grew up in Northeast Ohio, and I have got to see sunshine. And one time my parents, they say, made the mistake and went on vacation down to Florida in like December, and I looked around, and I'm like, wait a second. There's other parts of the world that actually get sunshine like year round. You can play sports outside. You can do all of this stuff. And so I decided in my head, I'm moving someplace so that I can get sunshine. And, I know the country music song says, I still live in that same hometown, still go to my football games on Friday night. I love my hometown. If I was there, I'd go to the football games on Friday night, but I love the sun more. And I wasn't going to allow myself to be depressed 9 months out of the year because I didn't see the sun. So I moved to Arizona and I get to actually see the sun. It's like 115 out right now. But anyways, I decided that I wasn't going to let my life happen to me. I decided that I was going to choose the location where I lived and the life that I lived. And so my challenge to you is that we don't wake up one day and look around and go, this is my life. I guess these are the cards that I'm dealt. If you don't like the cards you're dealt, turn them back in and get a new hand. Right? We have that power. You have that power. You live in the US of A, most likely if you're watching this, and you have the power to change. You have the power to grow. You have the power to create the life that you want to live. Don't allow it to happen to you. If you're not happy with your business, start working on it. Set challenges, set goals, evaluate what you need to go to the next level. If you need to change careers, what do you need to do to get there? Quit wallowing in it. Quit being comfortable. Challenge yourself. Have courage. Grow. You don't like the way your relationships are. You're the problem. You get a chance to change it. All of these different things. Take charge of your life and create the life that you want to live. I'm Devin, and this is Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast. I know it's going to help.